Okay, so because you're watching this video on YouTube, I know that you have the internet, and therefore I also know that you have probably seen something like 1.3 million pictures of Nick Jonas grabbing his crotch. And if you don't know who he is, then bless your heart, but he's the youngest member of the Jonas Brothers, which were a boy band that was popular a few years ago. So I want to be a Nick Jonas fan, I really do, but looking at his crotch grabbing pictures only gives me a semi-erection instead of like a full-blown erection. And here is why. I enjoyed the Jonas Brothers really as much as the next 14-year-old girl. And in fact, the Jonas Brothers, they had, if you guys remember, like a really large gay following, but they never acknowledged their gay fans. And it's something that Nick Jonas recently mentioned when he was in an interview by saying, "I don't know that we ever did enough to really own that." Instead, they wore, do you remember the promise rings that they had? And they participated in a campaign, a Christian campaign called True Love Waits, meaning that you wait for marriage. Which is great, except the problem is that for gay people, a lot of us can't get married, so we're gonna be waiting a really long time and getting some very blue balls. So that brings us to today, which is now Nick Jonas is trying to relaunch his career, and he's doing so by pandering to gay men through his provocative photo shoots, or through the interviews that he's giving, and even through a YouTube video where he's trying to guess the bulge of male celebrities. Let me be clear, I don't think that there's anything wrong with marketing to gay men. In fact, it's basically every single YouTube video that I've ever made, and in fact, I'm a little bit jealous that I did not think of the celebrity bulge guessing video idea first. But what does rub me the wrong way is that Nick Jonas is using the very same audience of gay men that he ignored for so long to now relaunch his career. And when I posted about this on Facebook, here's what some of you said. For years, the Jonas Brothers were pretty young and under Disney. They didn't really have much of a say in their image. God forbid any of them break away from that and act positively towards us, right? I support anyone who wants to act with us and call themselves an ally. Besides, aren't you doing the same thing that you're accusing him of doing? Okay, so the first thing I would say is that grabbing your crotch doesn't constitute being an ally towards gay people. Doing a benefit concert for the Trevor Project, for example, would be an amazing step in support of gay people, or even coming out in support of marriage equality, which Nick Jonas actually had the opportunity to do because he was asked about it in a gay publication, and he said that he supports the right for people to love who they want to love. That's great and wonderful, but the right to love and the right to marry are two very different things. I also support anyone that wants to be an ally towards the gay community. However, that's not necessarily what Nick Jonas has positioned himself as just yet. Second, and not to make this video about myself, but I'm not doing what he's doing. Yes, I market myself towards gay men. That's my audience. That's what all my content is about, so duh. But I never ignored my gay audience, and I, in fact, actively support this community through the work that I do. I want to be a Nick Jonas fan, but for now, I am stuck with a semi. But I want to know what you think, so if you agree with me, make sure you like this video, and if you disagree, that's awesome too. Just make sure you dislike this video. And because this is the internet, I am so certain that we can have an adult, mature conversation about this without getting catty. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sure we'll have a really productive conversation. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Peace out. He has terrible, awful, ratty ass underwear. I mean, look at these things. But through the magic of Dirty Fit, we turned him sexy. I mean, can we please get a close-up of this?